Welcome back to me. Welcome to SpeakEasy.
Yeah.
Number 69, dog, with a guest named BJ.
Hey, you planned that, not me.
I didn't. Things just happen to me like that.
Do they now?
Sometimes. And sometimes things happen to you, Doug, like your first beer.
Yeah. So I have to do a low beer snake because I got a long day tomorrow. But I forgot I had one of these. The Skip Soul Smoky Ale that I got from Westkill Brewery a couple months ago. I have one of these, 3.8%.
Oh, yeah.
This is a smoked ale that is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to. The label's too long to read, but I had it on the show before. One of my favorite beers I've had on the show in a long time. Glad I had another one, so we're gonna pour that puppy out in my dirty glass. So,
all right,
as per the usual, dirty glass gang.
Why don't you clean your glasses, sir?
I do, and they don't clean well. Look at the thing I remember about this is look how dark that is for a 3.8% beer. That's nuts. Look how bubbly it is too.
Oh, I thought all dark beers were high ABV.
That is so fucking good. God damn, I love that beer. Unfortunately, it's the Fountain, which was a special release by Westkill Brewing in upstate New York, where they had one of their friends of the brewery wrote a book, and it was called The Fountain. So they made this beer for them as part of their book release. So this is fucking super drinkable. The smoke is awesome on it. Fucking A, that's a good beer. I'm sad they're not gonna make more of it, but I'll drink the shit out of this. Because it was a special edition. I would hope they make more of that. That's excellent.
Oh, fuck. Do we give a fuck that it was a special edition?
We don't. They might.
Fuck them. What do they think, right? All right, Doug, this is what I think of this Patch Kit Session IPA from, drumroll, Sunshine Brewing Company.
Oh, yeah.
A collaboration partner of Badger Beer Report because they brewed our friend Dan's Blooded American beer. Blooded American Stout. Blooded Stouted American.
What are the combo of words?
Apparently, it's a really good stout made by Sunshine. That's the beer. That's the beer you get to taste the great taste. This is their session IPA, Doug.
Dank. Says it right on the can.
It's dank, but like, it's a baby IPA. It's one of yours. It's a light drinker. It's a little bit spritzy, little. There's some hops there, but it's not going to punch you in the face. It's not going to be aggressive. But yeah. So, Doug. What's been going on? Last week you were here alone, and
I wasn't alone. I had Rachel Benkowski on, and Jerry was kind enough to co-host with me. We talked on it. Rachel was the second person to ever come on our show from the pool. And Rachel's partner was there, Jan. He was on there too to talk to us. So they were with us, and then apparently the power went out at their place. They were house sitting. So the last 10 minutes, they unfortunately weren't on the show. But it was fun. We did beer labels, and that was super silly because both the labels I picked were not good labels. So
we see them all over the place out here. Y'all don't see them out there?
We don't. No.
Really? We see session IPAs all over.
No, we get boatloads of hazies
all
and Northeast
over.
IPAs. We get lots of, well, at least I see lots of Northeast IPAs and hazies, and those are the two IPAs.
Sorry to hear that.
And doubles. I see quite a few doubles around here lately. That's actually
double IPAs. Wow, y'all drinking heavy over there. I don't know. It feels like we're
trying to catch up to Wisconsin.
Well, it feels like we're going lighter, like lower ABVs with the styles because, you know, we like to drink a lot, Doug. We're not trying to just drink one big beer. We're trying to drink 7, right? So if we're trying to drink 7 beers, Doug, you know how this goes. They're going to have to be lower ABV.
True.
I think. So Doug, what's not lower ABV is our guest tonight. So our guest tonight is my friend BJ from the Nerdy Beer Guys. And he who are the Nerdy Beer Guys? Well, he's going to tell you, but the Nerdy Beer Guys are basically just a bunch of guys that love beer and nerdy shit, Doug, like Star Wars and movies and Supergirl and all those things. They just are just a bunch of fun guys that we are now basically aligned with as far as the Badger Beer Report goes. And we're aligned so much, Doug, that we're doing this this collaboration kind of showdown at the Great Taste of the Midwest, where we brewed a beer with Dead Bird, we as in the Badger Beer Report, and the Nerdy Beer Guys brewed a beer with a brewery called Topsy Turvy. They actually brewed it today, Doug.
Nice.
It's going to be at the Great Taste, and people are going to be able to vote through a QR code, and winner, the Badger Beer Report, will be taking away a trophy. The Nerdy Beer Guys, well, they'll have to do the consolation and, you know,
the booby prize.
Yeah, and, you know, it was rigged and all that bullshit. It's probably going to be the next thing. you know. This is how we lose elections in America now, right? We don't concede, Doug. We just say, fuck it.
Yeah.
Right. So, and we have it. So, Nerdy Beer Guys has been on the radar for a while. Just, I don't know, maybe as long as us. We'll find out how long. And you know, we had been like, you know, I noticed them on social media, Doug. They noticed us on social media, and so then like there was an event coming up. It's called the Wisconsin or the Isthmus, or no, what is it called now? The Beer and Cheese, whatever. It's called the Beer and Cheese thing. Y'all know what it is. It's here every January. It's been here forever. It used to be the Isthmus Beer and Cheese, but I think the name changed, so I don't want to use that. Anywho, BJ and we met there, and I'm gonna bring BJ up. And what's up, BJ?
Hey.
So I want to show. One of the best things about our friendship is that how we met. And I want to. So setting it all up, y'all. We had seen each other on social media. I kind of knew that. I knew I was going to be there. I'm pretty sure BJ knew we were going to be there. We're going to see each other. So BJ rolls up to the tent that I was at. I'm pretty sure it was McFleshman's. Shout out to McFleshman's. But so BJ rolls up, Doug, and before we say a fucking anything is exchanged, I literally asked him, quote, "Are you down with ice?"
Man, you came out blazing
right off the bat.
Yeah, I wasn't. That was January like 17th or something, when like, you know, all the ice stuff was at a literal peak. So it was just like right on the edge there. And it was just like, and I couldn't tell from BJ's social media or anything because he doesn't project any kind of politics or anything like that, which is great, right? But like, you know how this goes, Doug, with like, you know, demographic, young white male, youngish white male, middle, you know what I mean? You're like, you don't know. So that's what it started. And he's like, fuck no. And why would you ask me that? Or something like that. And I was like, listen, man, kind of rough out there. I ain't fucking with anybody that's even remotely like that. So we would have shook hands and parted ways, but instead we hugged and it was great. But anyway,
we hugged.
That's an introduction.
Sorry.
That is a hell of an introduction. Hi, Doug. How's it going?
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Hi,
nice
to meet you, man.
Yeah. No.
Real quick, where are you out of, Doug?
Me? I'm in upstate New York. I'll actually be at Great Taste, so I'll get to meet you there.
Yes. Okay, that's awesome. I'm very excited about that.
Me too.
Yeah. this little relationship here has blossomed quite a bit since January. It's been pretty fun, but now that's an intro.
Hey, listen, it was unique. You could say that I never did that shit for anybody. 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years, you got something very unique, BJ. But listen, while you're here, tell us about Nerdy Beer Guys. Tell us why you're still my friend after all that, and let's go.
what is on my head? What is? Oh, the
Oh,
so my lady just donned this on my head.
the lady. Oh man.
Yeah, she's drinking wine and having a good time in the background. So we are, God, 4 years ago, my brother got me a German beer variety pack, like a advent calendar. And I've loved craft beer for a long time, but I never reviewed stuff. And so I thought it would be fun to just go through and review it. And that's how I started doing this. And that was December of 21. And so I started making the videos real not great. I mean, they were rough and, you don't know what you're doing, but you just start putting content out and you have fun with it. And yeah, it became something that I just really enjoyed. And we do comic book conversations, we do movie conversations, all this kind of stuff. But we've really gotten more into the beer aspect, especially because a lot of places I shouldn't say a lot, some really close to my heart breweries closed down, and I was like, this is horseshit. Why is this happening? And I started looking into it more, and some of it is poor management. Some of it is marketing issues, and not, there was oversaturated areas, things like that. Some, in these cases that what I'm thinking of, none of them was because of bad quality beer. Everybody had really good stuff. And so I was like, how can we help with the video aspect? Because I have a filmmaking background, and so I just enjoy doing this stuff. And to be able to do it with these cell phones now is insane, how quick you can put out content. And yeah, it more so now is we focus on promoting the breweries that need it, the breweries that want it, the breweries that don't, they may not ask for it and will show up anyway. But it's always in a positive light. I'm not trash talking anybody's beer. I won't do, if I try something I don't like, I just won't review it, or I won't post the video. And some people have a hard time with that because it's, some people are like, well, you're not being honest. And then that's not true. I will find something I do like in a beer. I have a really wide palate. It's ridiculous. And people give me shit all the time saying there's no way you can like that much beer. And it's true. I do. But right now, I've got my Eagle Park shirt on. I was just there right before 4th of July, and they have their 250th anniversary lager here. It's delicious. It's a pre-prohibition style lager. But then that's almost gone. So now I have this Old Rasputin North Coast.
Too going big.
Heavy stout here.
That was a jump up.
It's a hell of a shift. Yeah. This is priming the point. Priming the pump. I am not going to chug that deer. Well, this one I'll chug, but okay. Anyway, she's being a bad influence.
Well, great. So
that's where we came from. Yeah.
So can I jump in here real quick and then we'll keep going? But this is a reason why we're together, why we're partners, official partners. I completely agree with what you just said as far as promoting craft beer. Y'all know I went on some actually while we're here. I went on an epic 4th of July trip, y'all. And you can read about it on badgerbeerreport.com. But so I went on this trip last week, visited 10 breweries, or actually 11 breweries, BJ, but one brewery I did not mention. And one brewery I did not say anything, because that one brewery I went to, the best move that they could do is quit brewing beer.
Wow. Wow. That is a bold statement.
Now, while I voice those opinions in my Badger Beer channels, I did not say a word about said brewery out in the public. Y'all can maybe figure out where I was running around, and y'all could make those dots. Go right ahead. I'm not doing it because I don't feel right about. That's just not our mission.
That's okay.
But I'll tell you for sure in the back channels all day long. So I don't want my people going there for beer. You can go there for other things, but there's that aspect of BJ where you just want to promote, and that's really it. And we're not really in that catcha gotcha thing. Again, in back channels, y'all want to ask me what that brewery is, I'll tell you. But I'm not going to use this
after the fact.
I'm not going to use this platform here. And generally speaking, unless it's egregious or things happen, things like that. We're not really into that business. We're really more into promoting and sharing love. And there's 207. I cover an area that's 273 breweries. You cover an area that's bigger than that. So I mean, we don't have to go around looking for the bad ones, nor even talk about them. Honestly,
there's one you did shit talk on this show.
He's like, what?
On this show, but not on your Badger Beer Report.
Okay,
I'll put it in the private chat. Once I say it, you'll know.
Did they deserve it?
Yes.
Okay, put it in a. Oh, no.
I misspelled that. I think it has another letter in there. But
that one.
That's because of the owner specifically. But
Minocqua Brewing Company. Oh,
yeah. Okay. DJ's like, oh no.
Well, I mean, you say we know. I mean, we can't avoid it here. It's unavoidable. Totally. Yeah. So, and yeah, he deserved it. It's fine. He'll get over. He doesn't have time for small potatoes like me. He's running multi-million-dollar super PACs. So anyway, BJ. So one of the things, BJ, that I would like to talk to you about is being kind. You put out something there recently about being kind, and why would you need to do that on a Nerdy Beer Guys page where we're just talking about beer and nerdiness and things that are all happy and joy? Why would you feel you needed to address that? That was within the past week, I think, right?
Yeah, it was about a week ago. Yeah, there was a handful of different things, but you get comments from people who like to shit talk, and it can be little stuff, it can be big insults, it can be this, that, or whatever. And there was just a couple things from a few different people, some online, some just life experience, and it all was happening. And I'm like, man, why? Like the old phrase, hurting people hurt people, just kept coming to mind. Like, everybody needs a damn hug. Like, I don't know why they're being such jerks about silly situations that just didn't call for it.
Right. And like it's not like your page is a political page. It's not like you do social issues. It's not it's literally Darth Maul and fucking double IPAs. Like, what are we talking about here?
I'm putting that on a t-shirt. That
Hazies are better.
Hazies are
right. Right. So no, I just thought it was. Listen, I know who you are as a person. We're good. I just thought it was weird for you to be addressing this on a Nerdy Beer Guy page. Go back. I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, that's pretty much it. And I just, just felt like
I still have his sunglasses.
Ranting a bit. Oh, you still have Greg? Tiffany still has your sunglasses apparently from Beer and Cheese. I didn't know this. Okay,
they're yours now.
They're.
Shut up.
Yes, they are.
Shut up.
I have
another pair next year.
I have a question for BJ. Do you find that the unkind, I'm going to use that phrase, reactions are into the nerd stuff or the beer stuff more?
A lot of it is the beer stuff, and that could be more so because I've leaned into that more heavily now, where I haven't done a movie review in a long time. I haven't done, a comic book update on Wednesdays when we get new comic books, whatever. So, I like my IPAs like I like my lightsabers. Double. That's awesome. That comment is amazing.
That's our guy, Daniel, man.
That is so great. But yeah, it's the dude. People can get all over you just on how you pour a beer. I'm like, man, just relax. And I pour it aggressively now just to piss people off. Like, I do it on purpose. But so whatever. There's everybody's got something that they can complain about, and you just got to brush it off. But
yeah, I'm a little surprised because I figured that, well, maybe because you're leaning into beer more, but like the nerd space can be really.
Oh, the Star Wars fandom is vicious.
A lot of fandoms are very specific and very mean if you don't do things the way they like.
Yeah. Vicious?
Yeah. They dabble on the dark side way too much.
Yeah. So that's why I was that's why I wanted to ask that, because I just know that the nerd space, depending on the nerd. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's David on the right with the film reel. He's also a fellow filmmaker. He runs a film festival that's more horror focused. He loves like Frankenstein, so he kind of embodies Frankenstein. And then my brother Andy is down in Tennessee. He's on the left there with the He-Man sword. But
I feel like I feel like your filmmaker friend has the weakest weapon there, unfortunately.
No way, it's like Kung Lao. He can, for Mortal Kombat, he throws it and chops.
It's like a glaive. Sorry. No, I love that. Also, if he runs a horror festival, I need to talk to that guy. I fucking love horror movies. So,
dude, we've seen some crazy indie stuff just from the submissions because I'm one of the judges every year, and he's done it like 3 or 4 years now. Wild stuff.
Okay.
Like, very wild.
So put that in your back pocket.
Tell us about this. Go in full detail here. What's going on? Because Doug's a big horror fan.
So the Port of Fear Film Festival is what it's called. It takes place in Kenosha County, or not Kenosha County, downtown Kenosha City on the lake. So you're on Lake Michigan. On Friday night, they usually do an outdoor movie screening. So you're on the lake. It's the whole pop-up screen. It's beautiful. It's 2 days of just crazy, dark, short and feature stuff. Vendors everywhere, food trucks, a lot of good food trucks. The bar set up so you can get drinks and then go into whichever film you want to go watch. You get the agenda and it's like, okay, I want to go to this one, then I got to hop over to that theater and whatever. And it's all it's not in a theater where they do the event. It's at what's called the Kemper Center, which is one of the most haunted places in Wisconsin. It's freaky as hell walking around the basement of that place when you're going to the bathroom and you're like, okay. It's like The Shining.
Yeah.
They do haunted houses there? Okay. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, see, I'm all in on that.
It's really cool. So Port of Fear Film Festival, check them out. One brewery, unfortunately, that did close recently, brewed a beer every year for them for the event, and I got to do a review of it.
Public.
It was an Irish, Public, but it was an Irish stout that they dyed blood red, and so when they poured it, it just looked nasty. It was awesome, but it tasted very good. It was a dry Irish stout.
Yeah,
but I highly recommend looking into that. They took the runners of the festival, David and his wife Jen. They had a newborn, so they took this year off, but they're already planning the 2027 submissions and schedule and all that. So, it's good times.
Color me intrigued.
What else has been going on with you? You've been brewing beers. You've been running around southern Wisconsin, making even me jealous. Hanging out at Last Ditch and Eagle Park and Topsy Turvy.
And it's been crazy. So
places.
Long story short, I went to that adult camp called Camp No Counselors, which was actually out their offices in New York, but the camp is in in Pennsylvania, whatever, and it's in the middle of nowhere. It's a great time. I met a lot of people that just kind of do their own content creation full time. There's people that are very self-employed in other realms, and they get together for this crazy weekend. And I won the trip, and at first I'm like, is this a cult? I don't know what the heck is going on. But because I never.
What's the premise, BJ? Tell everybody the premise.
The premise is basically play like a kid, party like an adult. And their number one rule is, which I still have the wristband on right now. But the number one rule is don't be that guy. So don't go too far where you're the asshole of the weekend. It is.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, it was great. And nobody was. It was really cool how well, like, people partied, but they did not get sloppy. Like, nobody was puking. Nobody's getting dragged out anywhere. Like, it was really cool. So coming home from that was like a wake-up call in a way where I need to just go do more of this stuff that I enjoy, focus around beer, focus around the nerdy stuff. And so I quit my job 2 weeks after that. And it's 11 years in corporate America, and I said goodbye. And so I have been doing this full time now and working on, with a background in video work, I'm getting paid opportunities to pay my bills. So It's been a blast, though. That's why I've been hustling all over the place. And so it doesn't feel like work, and it's awesome, and I love it so much.
It feels like work when you don't get paid.
Preach.
We'll leave it at that. Doug, you have a second beer before we get to more shenanigans, and then
I feel like you're going to be surprised because it's an IPA.
Wait, we didn't even ask BJ what he was drinking. That's horrible.
Yeah, we did. No, he had the lager, and then he had the old Rasputin.
Oh,
so this Day
Drifter.
Look at nitro dosed IPA. What the fuck does that
mean? Nitro dosed.
That is going to be a really smooth IPA.
Okay,
please tell us. Right?
It better be.
Well, we're going to give it a go. We're going to see how it is. Now,
I don't think I've ever seen a nitro IPA. That's interesting.
What's a nitro dosed?
That I don't know. I was like, all right,
it's just nice words, but like,
I mean, is it pouring like? God, that glass is gorgeous.
It is a sexy beer glass.
Yep. Also, not clean. I mean, I clean the shit out of these things, and I can't keep them to the point where they're not bubbling every time I pour a beer.
You gotta rinse hard.
Thanks, Dad. You think I haven't tried that? Holy shit!
You haven't done it harder. Apparently, hard enough.
Well, I gotta rinse and dry it harder. Apparently,
listen. People get their beer glasses clean. You don't. So something's missing, bro.
Apparently. All right, so that is enormously crushable. That is really super drinkable.
Is it smooth? Is it
crushable?
Really smooth. And the problem is, like, the thing for me, BJ, is like when I drink pale ales or IPAs, I do not want them super duper hoppy. I hated the trend where everything was like, hey, we're going to kill your palate with hops because then I can't taste shit for a while. So I don't like those. Hazies and hazies are like that for me in a lot of ways, but not. I've had a lot more recently where they're not so heavy on that, where I can actually enjoy them, where I can enjoy like the pininess and stuff like that. This is just fucking smooth. This is almost like sessionable.
Nice.
That's how.
What's the ABV on that?
It is 4.8.
Okay, so it is like a session. I mean, it's low.
Yeah, but man, it is really tasty. I just picked it up in like with Wegmans here, and they have like choose your own 6-packs. I'm like, I'll just grab some shit. And of course, I get burned too many times when I pick up things. I'm like, I don't look at the bottom of the can to see if there's a date. And this was canned in April 1st, April Fool's Day this year. So not fresh, but not old either. So
not bad.
Yeah. So, like I said, Harpoon's not a micro brewery, but they're still not a macro brewery. So I figured it's fine. But I wanted to try it because I didn't know what the fuck a nitro dosed. I still don't know what that means, by the way.
That's a term I've never heard, but I'm assuming it's just a nitro
marketing.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like marketing to me. I could be wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this is just a session IPA to me. That's what it is. So it's very drinkable though. I'd recommend if you can get it to try it. It's really good.
That's awesome.
All right. All right. I have one here, and then we'll get to some other nerdy things. Oh, actually, while I do this, so number one, this is Schlitz, y'all.
You got it. I'm picking mine up Sunday. Oh my god.
I can't believe you fucking fuckers in Wisconsin are like losing your mind over this terrible beer. It is terrible.
So,
it's okay. So history, man. Like we stole this shit from our dads.
Well, so number one, Doug, you respectfully, you can't say that this batch is terrible because you've literally never drank it because it's the 1870 recipe, Doug. It wasn't that. It wasn't that shitty ass recipe that we had. So it was the original, you know what I mean? Before they took it, they bastardized it for lack of a better word. So this one actually, it still tastes a lot like the Schlitz that I know, but it was actually, to me, it tastes really more like a craft lager, if that makes sense. Like it tastes like, you roll up to a craft beer and they have, a light lager, it's no different than, or a Pilsner, right? This tastes really good like that. don't know. It was refreshing. It was nice. It was fun to see all the people wearing their Slitch memorabilia. Apparently,
cool.
Yeah, because it's the what is it? The beer that Milwaukee built or built Milwaukee. So it really has a big nostalgia out here. Way more than I realized before this whole surge. And shout out to this guy for shout out to Kirby Nelson for not only doing this, but like pulling it off, doing a really good job as far as again the beers. Again, it's pretty good. And again, it's definitely not the swill that we had. And that was what I think was the draw to this was that it was they billed it as the last Schlitz, but it was actually going back to that. He literally went to the annuals and got the recipe dug and went through this whole thing. I have an interview. I interviewed him on the session about that, the session on Bad Beer Report. And it was just really interesting, that whole process. And I know it's just Schlitz, but like one of the things I really want craft beer people to do, BJ, is to do this more, go into the history, find some old recipes, bring them back, celebrate that old crap, that old love, instead of chasing the fucking hazy IPA with fucking 6 fucking different hops that no one's got, and one of the hops is from the fucking brewer's backyard, and he fucking wet hopped it, and it's just like, okay, cool, like, and I love hazy IPAs, don't get me wrong, but like, it's just too fucking much at some point, y'all. You brew a Schlitz, and people get fucking mad, BJ.
Well, you want to talk about history? I'll give you something real quick. When I went up to Stevens Point Brewing, which is one of my old favorite places because their original lager I used to also steal from my uncle. But anyway, so they found, when I went up and did a flight review, they found in doing an addition and tearing down some walls and whatever, they literally found a handwritten piece of paper with a recipe from 1857. And they called it 1857. They made it, and it is fan-freaking-tastic. It was really good. You know what? I almost want to look up. I'm going to look this up because I had a dream about it. Actually, I want to go back up.
I had a dream about it.
When there's a beer that's good, like life-changing, like honestly, when I was at Last Ditch the other day, they have, and it's an IPA, but it's a milkshake IPA made with peach, and it tasted
that's
like
a good one.
Liquid peach. It was phenomenal. It sounds like, okay, that could be too much. The taste was not overpowering. It was excellent. I ended up having a few of those.
Peach can be really rough, so it can be really
it can be hard to dial that in. Yeah. Yeah, I reviewed it and everything, and that beer was, the 1857 was awesome. But anyway, yeah, it's cool to find the history and stuff like that. Like, it's very interesting.
We have a especially in this state, we have a stupid beer history. It's deep, really idiotic, honestly.
Rich, yes.
Yeah, it is. It's really wild actually when you look at it, because I have numerous times. That's where we get a lot of our ideas for our stuff. But one thing you did beat me to, BJ. You didn't know you beat me to it, but you did. And I want you to talk about it a little bit. Yeah. Take your victories because you're gonna get an L next month, but it's fine. So so what you beat me to was a charity beer for ALS. I've been trying to convince numerous breweries to do an specifically Eagles for ALS beer. Please talk about that and how all that came about, and talk about ALS and all that. Please.
Sure. So I had never heard of this organization. It's called Ales for ALS. They are all over the place. But how it works is the people who started it basically, from what I understand, they grow hops, and that's their family business. But somebody that was close to them, whether it was a family member or just a friend, was diagnosed with ALS and passed away, and it was a very aggressive form and all this. And so what they did is they started doing how do we fund more research about this? There's no cure for ALS. There's no test for ALS. You can have so many symptoms and not know that this is the root cause of it all. And so I found out about this because a friend of ours through our beer club family in Lake Geneva, his name is Scott. He has he was diagnosed in 2022, and he has a slow progressing form of it, but he is in his chair now, and his speech is impaired, and but he was a home brewer, man. Like, he loves beer. So this organization does these fundraisers where you order their hops. You have to qualify, you have to use their hops, and you can use other ones too and do a mix and whatever for your recipe. But then you do the brew day, you do the release, and I think it's every $1 per pint. I don't know the exact number. It could be whatever. A percentage of the sales goes back to the fundraising for ALS research. And so even though it wasn't Wisconsin, it was Crystal Lake Brewing in Illinois, which is 30 minutes south from my house, and I'd never been there. So I was like, all right, let's do this. So Scott, our friend Scott, and my friend Melissa, Scott came up with the recipe with the head brewer. We spent the day, we did the brew day, we sampled some of their stuff that they have. Their beer, Greg, their beer is amazing. Like, I know it's Illinois, but I want to bring you some stuff from there, dude. It's awesome.
I drink beer outside of Wisconsin.
I know. Like, we're so
yeah. I send him plenty of beer from upstate New York. So.
Don't do that. Anyway, go on. I know what you're saying.
So it was a hell of an experience. It was kind of an emotional experience. But I put a video out last week on it because it was just inspiring. And so August 2nd, when the beer is going to be released, they're doing the whole ice bucket challenge, the big fundraiser, like all the stuff you can think of in their beer garden, where it will be a pretty fun event, but also everything is focused on raising money for ALS research. So it's a beautiful organization.
And that's a Sunday, and that's in Northern Illinois, and the brewery is again?
Crystal Lake Brewing, yeah. And
Jason Voorhees.
There's a few, dude, they do a Halloween beer. They got pint glasses with it's all cartoony and his face is all messed up. They dug into that. Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, I heard Crystal Lake and my brain was like, fuck that.
Exactly.
Sorry,
that
Greg.
is no, that's
why are you sorry? That's right up the nerdy beer guys.
Dude, it's
lane.
perfect. Like, I want to go.
Down.
I'm going to their Oktoberfest too, and I was like, I might dress up like Jason instead. Like, not in my lederhosen. I might, or maybe I will, and just put the mask on too.
All right, so now's the time where I'm gonna. So you brewed a beer today. And
I posted it today. It was yesterday, but it's fine.
oh no. Oh yeah. You brewed. Oh yeah, no, it was yesterday. You brewed a beer yesterday that I'm very intrigued about. Are you willing to tell us anything about that beer that you brewed yesterday?
But are we doing that? Like, when are we announcing these?
So, everybody thinks that I'm the boss at Badger Beer Report, and I guess I am.
Joel. No, it's Joel.
No, we do know that. Right. So I don't know if my boss in this area will let me do this. So we'll bring on my boss and he can tell us.
Oh, he's
welcome,
here.
Joel.
Yeah, I know.
You do it, Joel.
About that.
See, well, welcome, Joel, to Badger Beer. Or no, look at that, Badger Beer Report. The Badger Beer Report takeover, apparently, of the SpeakEasy house. So welcome, Joel, and we're trying to negotiate BJ here out of information about what beer he brewed yesterday, because we brewed a beer on Tuesday, and I'm still apparently under embargo in my own fucking company.
I didn't make an embargo. I asked you when we were doing it.
No. But I asked you, you said no. So we'll go with that. For the record, Joel's our lead on this one. So what Joel says mostly goes. And I don't know, we talk about everything. But Joel, how did Tuesday go? Because BJ's being very cool. BJ's being cool. So,
oh, dude, I'll tell you everything, but I didn't know when we were doing it. Is this okay? Wait. Are we doing it right now?
Do we have to tell you if you tell us?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the exchange.
I mean, our beer, there is nothing. We are not able to change our beer very much at this point, Greg.
So that's the whole point. Is what's done is done. Like, we were joking around when I did that video with Russ yesterday. He was actually there at 4 a.m. brewing like some crazy ass stout because it's their 200th brew at the brewery. And so he was like, I will be there at 4 a.m. I'm so excited about this. Like, who's doing all this shit? And I'm like, dude, okay, but we're not making a stout for this event. So, like, it's Summer Crusher. Like, that's not. And he wanted to tease you guys and make it. I have video of the stout brewing and everything. And he wanted to make you think we were making a Summer Crushable stout.
I mean, that's kind of what one of the homebrew event.
We're making one.
I mean, that's what we're making with Sunshine is essentially a Summer Crusher of a stout.
I was like, you know,
that's not our contest, but
really
like
work.
That's what won the homebrew contest at Sunshine.
So funny, and that's true. That's pretty awesome. But I have a real story here, and I this is a full circle moment. So if you want to do it and it's being recorded, I love this actually because
Joel, this is up to you.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I'm fine with it.
All
like
right,
you said, you guys have already started the brewing. It's not like you can.
It's already
We do have an addition that we still have to do, but we're going to be doing it. So
it's in the tanks.
Yes,
both of them are in the tank.
We're not going to all of a sudden change the style of beer or anything.
So we'll let BJ tell a story and go first, right?
Okay,
that we'll do. And then Joel, you will.
And on the stream. No, sorry.
Yeah, there you go, Doug. We're not. Okay.
Sorry.
Doug, you were waiting to jump in. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what's best. All right, it's gonna feel like I'm going in a weird direction, and it's gonna come back full circle.
Oh, I heard.
Back in high school, I had a group of friends that were very talented punk rock band, and they would do shows and they would tour around a little bit locally, and I would go. I was like a roadie. I went and I loved their drummer was so amazing. And I'm a drummer, so I just loved watching him. Did we lose Greg?
No, he's just in the background. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
He's letting Joel run.
He's like a ninja, yeah. All right. So anyway, so I would go around with them, and they had a few songs, but one was a song called Borko's Bombs, and it was about one of our history teachers in high school. His name was Mr. Borkowski, and he was very militant. He was very military background. I forget what rank he was, but he was pretty like impressive with his life in that world. He thought everybody should get out of high school and go into the military. Like that was he was diehard about it. So they wrote the song Borko's Bombs because he failed this lead singer all the time and he would bomb Borko's tests. So that was like the joke of the song. Okay. So I had him and I liked to party a lot in high school. And I got busted. I had a kegger that got busted by the cops. Like it was a big thing. And he found out and he was like, hey, listen, there's no career in drinking beer. You better figure out what you want to do with your life. And I never forgot that phrase because it rhymes and I'm simple. And I was like, bullshit. I'm going to prove you wrong. There is somewhere, somehow, there's got to be, other than like being a brewer. I don't have the mind to be a brewer. So years go by, I go into filmmaking, I go live in California, I work on different shows and movies and commercials and all these things. And I come back home because I just like the Midwest more. And I'm still thinking about like, how do I incorporate my love for beer and this video stuff that I've picked up on skills on how to do it. And then what ended up happening, long story short, I make a couple movies and things. And I was like, you know what? I want to get back into this type of stuff, promoting beer and getting into breweries and craft beer. And so when I talked to Russ about this competition and we decided on what beer we were going to do, it kind of went along with the 250th anniversary of the country, but Summer Crushable, but also that phrase that the teacher told me made me want to make a beer after him and name it Borko's Bomb Pop. So we are doing, it's not a sour, it's a Berliner Weiss Bomb Pop flavoring beer that we will have at the festival. And I'm going to get it. Ooh, I'm going to get it canned and I'm going to deliver it to him because I found out he lives a mile from my house.
Awesome.
Just to say there is a career in drinking beer. Anyway.
I have one thing to say to Borko. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
There we go. There it is.
That's what that sounded like to me. That's exactly what that sounded like to me.
It's the exact same thing. Yeah. All right, you guys are up now.
Yeah. So that's a So Doug, you were in New Orleans, and when I was on the phone with Nick and Joel, and we were planning this collaboration, if you remember, and then y'all were like, "Yo, where are you at?" And I don't know. At that point, I was in New Orleans, and we got on this call, BJ. We were like just going back and forth about styles and all this. And Joel has been, I don't know. Joel's all, he's been to 7,000 breweries. It feels like, right? 1,400, right? But so many breweries. He's been around the block so many times as far as recipes. He knows a whole lot of things. So, like, I don't know. Joel could talk about this. I'll head him off about how he's just been in this big recipe thing. But we kind of always kind of thought that Topsy Turvy, y'all were going to do a sour. So immediately we're like, we're not doing a fucking sour. So we were just like taking that off the table. So Joel, I don't know, Joel really, once he figured out, he heard my idea, I pitched it to everybody. Joel really we honed in on actually we had another brewery who will be nameless first. And everybody y'all know who that is. We won't say that name.
We actually debated on a sour with them too, like before we had everything else going on.
Oh my god, we had a great fucking idea, but it didn't work out. So we ended. Our next thing was, Joel's like Nick from Deadbird. It would be amazing because he does botanicals. He's Milwaukee, all these things. So BJ, we were already set up to try to not go sour, so it will not be sour versus sour, which is cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, because Doug, so off the bat, Doug, a Berliner Weiss. How before we get to Joel, how much does that when you think of a Berliner? Do you think slammable? Do you think you could just crush it in the summer?
I've had Berliner Weisses that are really sour.
Well, yeah, and I'm not a big sour guy, and this is
either.
We're not leaning into the sour aspect. I'm not going to say anymore. You got it.
No, but Berliners can be very, very, very calm though.
And I feel like there's a lot of space to play in the Berliner Weiss world because I feel like you can go sour, you can go tart, you can go sweet. I feel like you can do a lot of different variances in that. So yeah, I'm intrigued. So I'm looking forward to trying that. So
so like Joel, not that he was predominant, but Joel came to, in my opinion, between us two, Joel came to the party ready, BJ. And what I mean the party, as far as like to talk to Nick and all that, and I believe one of Joel's predominant styles, Joel, ended up being the one we brewed, right? So I'll shut up, Joel. You can go through that.
No, process. I mean, because we did. I mean, we talked about a lot of different styles of light lagers, and because we knew we wanted low ABV, and something that was going to be very light bodied, something that wasn't going to be too over the top dominant with anything.
Sure.
And we, I'm a big Czech lager guy, but we were kind of talking through other types of light styles, and I suggested during my travels when I was at Allagash, which in Maine, one of the predominant Belgian breweries, and it is the predominant Belgian brewery in the U.S. And when you go there, I got to try, they have Allagash White on tap, of course, but then they also have taproom exclusive stuff that you can only get on tap at the taproom. And one of their exclusives at the time when I was there was a table beer. And it was the first time I'd ever had a table beer. For people that aren't fully familiar with it, a table beer is like a very light sessionable version of a Belgian ale. And it's even lighter than even what you would say like a single is. Like it is like this beers are like oftentimes below 4%, very, very light bodied, much more subtle, light. And so the more we talked about it, the more that we kind of really liked that idea. Talking with Nick about it, that seemed something that was up kind of his alley. And we wanted to really tie in with other local people essentially, and we have a good connection with our friend Nick at the Yeast Bay, and so we are using one of his local yeast strains here in Milwaukee, and then we also are using some botanicals from Rishi Tea and Botanicals here in Milwaukee. So we are, and I guess I can just say that we're using golden chamomile blossoms, although they are predominantly being used towards the end because we wanted it to be a more aromatic addition rather than a taste addition, because we wanted the taste to remain very light and let the yeast kind of just subtly kind of lead the way. But yeah, this beer it was very quick to brew because it just took off. Like it just, because it was, we're aiming, it's going to end up between 3.6 and 3.8 ABV. Just super light, but it's going to pack a lot of aromas and flavors into that. So it's going to be, our goal was essentially to make a beer that was light enough that you could just absolutely slam it and crush it, but that it had enough going on for, you know, the nerdy people to be super intrigued by. And well, I guess our name doesn't have like a deep meaning from high school. You know, it's more fun, but I essentially, so I put together a list of about a dozen names because we were essentially trying to brainstorm, okay, Wisconsin summers, you know, being in summer. And for me, you know, most of mine revolved around being on the lake in some manner. And so it's Shoreline Picnic Table.
All right.
Nice.
And we're probably gonna have I talked to him. I'm a big fisher guy. I want to have a fishing pole on like the can label. But either way, Shoreline Picnic Table, and it's gonna be a super, because I think this may even be like it's gonna be a regular table beer, but it may even lean slightly more sessionable than what your run of the mill table beer will be. But I have only ever probably had more traditional right down the line table beers, so I am really excited about what the late addition of these golden chamomile blossoms are going to add, in particular to that you know, that aroma on top of the beer. Because obviously with a beer this light, you know, when we were looking at all these different potential ingredients and additives, like that was another thing that when he sent us, or I forget, it wasn't him, it was one of the people at Deadbird sent us the list of all the potential options. Greg knows, I mean, it was like 50, 60 plus things.
Ooh.
And I combed it down to about 10, but I really combed it down to like 4. And we also talked about adding color at one point, but we didn't want to add something that would detract it all from the beer itself. So we didn't go down that route. But after talking through it all, we ended up with the golden chamomile blossoms because we felt it would add a really cool dynamic to the beer without being too assertive, because that was where we kind of wanted to fall essentially on the pendulum of you know, aroma and taste with it. So yeah, that was our brew, and
I am very excited.
I tried the wort right away, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be, I'm just gonna probably hang out at the tent and just drink that all day. And if it's like 3.6, 3.7%, I'll be able to. So.
Yeah. So what's funny, Greg, when we were at Working Draft, and we did that whole review of the Berliner Weiss, like all of those different flavorings that they did. That was a huge inspiration behind. I'd never experienced that before, and I didn't realize that it's so popular in Germany to do those types of flavorings, and that it literally blew my mind. And so when Russ and I were coming up with this recipe and idea, we were messing with what should the base be. You know, a sour. We messed with the idea of a Mexican lager. We messed with the idea of like all these different things. And then he's like, well, I'm planning to do a Berliner. Like, what if we lean into this? And I'm like, oh my God, yes. And as soon as he said that, it was like decision made. So I am so excited to try these side by side.
Like, they're very different, and I can tell you that even though I'm planning on winning and I'm hoping we win, I can tell you that the Berliner Weiss was the right decision to go with this route, 100%. I've had pretty much every flavor of Berliner. That is that was a very smart decision.
Awesome.
Would not have played well with some of the other. Berliner Weiss would be, if I was doing something bomb pop, Berliner Weiss base is easily the number one style choice for that.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool.
Right. So the deal is this is all going to go down at the Great Taste of the Midwest, y'all, meaning you'll be able to taste both these beers. It is not confirmed, Joe, but we should have the breweries next to each other.
God, I really
be able
hope
to.
so.
That would be
funny. Well, it's gonna. Oh, bye, Joe.
Dipped out. Hey, Joe.
So,
we didn't even get to hear if he was drinking anything. That's a bummer.
Bye.
So, these booths going to be close or next to each other. We're going to be able to vote. There'll be wonderful banter back and forth. We'll be hanging out all day, BJ. It'll just be amazing. And the winner is what is it? Let's talk about what the winner gets really quick here, BJ, before you leave us.
Yes, real quick. So the chairman of the Great Taste gifted us his mash paddle. It is going to be the trophy, but we're going to paint it and make it look like more trophy centric. And so a buddy of mine, he has an Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and all this stuff, but it's called Kicks and Canvas. His name is Jeff. I went to high school with him, and he's an amazing artist, but he does airbrush artwork on like shoes. And so we are working on doing the base coat and making the paddle look like a trophy, and then working with him. Actually, I'm up in near Wisconsin Dells right now, and he's up here too. And so I'm going to meet with him tomorrow and talk a little more about some of these details as well. But making it where whoever wins gets to have that trophy in their tap room for the year, and then it comes back to the fest for whatever year 2 looks like. We don't know. This is all organic and flowing and whatever, but this is going to look really good in Topsy Turvy's tap room. That's all I'm going to say.
A lot of shit talking on this show. I can't. I cannot wait to try both of these beers. By the way, and I have not been to the Great Taste. This is my first time going. I'm super excited to hang out, and and I get to meet so many people that I've talked to Joel like a bunch of times, and I've never met him. I'm gonna be pestering you about basketball questions because we're both basketball nerds too. So it's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
This is gonna be a great time. Oh, I love this.
Joel, anything in wrapping up here about the collaboration, Deadbird, any of these things? Did we miss anything?
Are there rules about how much we're allowed to bully people with voting?
I don't think that there's voter fraud and there's no voter police.
So if like a bunch of mail-in ballots came in at the end, is that
Yeah, that's always
as long as it's postmarked
from Milwaukee.
Got my eyes on BJ. He's going to be trying to
from Milwaukee.
Yeah, it'd be from Milwaukee too. You're like, well, no, Dane. I don't know. Dane County is the real.
I know, but Milwaukee came late. You know how that goes. Right?
Yeah. I will talk a little bit of shit, but honestly, I'm the least competitive person ever. Like,
you picked the wrong two guys to do this.
I know, and I've just watched YouTube being like, I really need to up my game. You guys are really aggressive. So okay,
yeah.
When I do talk shit, like I am so uncomfortable.
All right, Joel. Well, we'll let you go, Joel, if you need to go, or if you want to stay. That's cool.
All right, thanks, Joel.
Yeah,
Joel, thanks for all your work on this, man. You were the front man on this one, Joel.
We're excited about this one, man.
I'm very pumped to try this.
Good shit, man. Cheers, Joel. Talk to you soon. Talk to you tomorrow, or probably when I get off of here. BJ, so it's been great here. You're gonna dip out. Doug would like to talk to you about another project I think we do real quick before we get out of here.
Yeah, I do a show called Mortal Content where basically I talk about all kinds of content, whatever it is. And somehow Mortal Content was not taken as a show name.
That is a really great name.
How the fuck is that not somebody's
I don't know. Well, that was destiny
name?
for you, man.
But I do all kinds of different stuff. But like next month, I'm having a jazz musician on. I want to go all over and try a bunch of stuff. But I really would like to dig into the nerdy stuff with you.
Okay.
So you and I will have a conversation on the side here, and we'll figure out which angle. There's a million nerdy angles to go.
There's a lot, yes.
So yeah. But thanks for popping on, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a few weeks.
Hell yeah, dude. I will see you soon. Like, it's crazy that it's really, less than a month away. We're right around the corner.
Yeah,
So,
and I'll be bringing a suitcase with some beer in it, so I'll be bringing some upstate New York stuff. For you, so.
Okay. Oh, don't toy with my emotions.
Yeah, my cellaring fridge is going to be unhappy when I'm done with it because I have probably like 50 bottles in my cellaring fridge. So.
Oh my God.
So
that is awesome.
All right, BJ, tell everybody besides down at the bottom where they can catch you, social media, all that.
Yeah.
And I'll see you or talk to you probably tomorrow or Monday or something.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on all the socials. So Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We're on all of it. So just Nerdy Beer Guys. Thank you guys so much for this. I appreciate it.
And do you have any public events in the next week that you need to talk about?
Holy cow. Seriously? There's so much happening. It's funny. I have to do a promo video about the events. So next Friday, we are doing a tailgate party at American Family Field, Brewers Stadium.
Yes. I wanted you to talk about this. Sorry, go.
No, yeah, there's that, which we're partnering with the Wisconsin Up clothing line, which they are friends that I also went to high school with. They started their own clothing line. They actually trademarked the word Wisco, so they own it. It's wild. And so their clothing stuff is amazing, high quality, and they set this up. They've officially partnered with American Family Field, and they have their clothing line for sale at the stadium. It's really a neat growth opportunity for them. And so that's one event. Then there is the Das Fest, which I'm putting a video out on Sunday for a promo for that. Das Fest is a German-style festival at my hometown county fairgrounds, Kenosha County Fairgrounds. It's moved around. 2 years ago, it was at Bavarian Beer House in Glendale, which is where we just were, Greg, for Sip and Savor. But the year before that, they were at Elkhorn County Fairgrounds. They've moved around, and so Dusterbeck's makes a custom beer for them called Das Fest Beer. Can you grab me a can real quick? I want to show it on the thing. I have one in the fridge. So this event is a 3-day, July 31st, August 1st, August 2nd, just German festival in this little fairground area. It's not little, it's pretty good size. It's a blast. It's absolutely awesome. Thank you. And so Dusterbeck's made the can art, and then the Das Fest organizer gal tagged me in a post after last year and goes, because I was in full lederhosen and everything, and she goes, little does he know, he was the inspiration to the can art. And so here's the can art of...
You were the inspiration of?
It was a joke. It's not really the story. And so she was being sarcastic, and I was like, wait, are you kidding me? Like, what? And so now we're doing this whole running joke where it's like, that's me on the can. This Pilsner is fantastic, by the way. It's really good.
Okay.
So that event...
What style Pilsner is it?
It's so it's called Prost Pilsner. Hold on, does it have? I don't think it has any details on here.
Okay, that's fine.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's just very easy drinking. It's a great festival beer. So Friday of that event, I'll get there early and do a full review with all the beers that they're going to have, and I'm going to try to get that video out like that day, so people have the rest of the weekend to come and figure out what they want to drink. But it's a beautiful location. It's a really fun time. And the authentic German music is out of this world. Like, it is it's $8 to get in. It's nothing. It's wonderful. So that's the big thing I'm pumped about. And then we've got the next weekend after that is Great Taste of the Midwest.
Great Taste of the Midwest.
Yeah. And I'm sure
all right, BJ.
But all good. Yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for repping, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers, buddy.
Great night. Cheers.
Look at that. I meet the best beer people at beer things, though.
Yeah. I have a third one, if you were...
You have a third one.
Yeah. I've been doing all low ABV. This is my last one because I got to get up early tomorrow. But this is Von Trapp. This is their summer ale, which is a Weiss beer. So Von Trapp makes really great German and Czech style beers. So I think are they out of New York or Vermont? I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. Vermont. So
Vermont.
So, little Bear and Flow mug. Sorry I won't be there this year, folks. But also, I'm a little sad we didn't get to use a transition to talk beer logos with Joel while he was here.
Yeah, we'll take our opportunity another time, right?
For sure. So.
But no, it was cool to talk to the guys about all that. A lot of things going on. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug, I don't know. I didn't prepare for anything else. I just realized that I don't know, BJ was going and he said he was only going to be on for a little bit. And then having Joel crash was only appropriate because, as I said, Joel's been the lead for this one. As I was the lead for the 25 collaboration, I was the lead on that one. Joel was the lead on this one. So he kind of, that's why I was like, I don't know if the warden will let me out of the prison and let me tell, because he was very tight-lipped until this point. So
yeah,
I was like, come on, can we say something? And he's like, no. So so it all worked out. It's cool. Yeah, BJ's, man, he's pretty impressive. I don't know if y'all seen his videos, but he's pretty impressive about the the way he makes videos and all that. But he's college educated and all that. So
yeah, he was a filmmaker, he said, for a bit.
Yeah, he should be pretty good. He was actually in a bunch of films too. So we didn't even get to that. So you can maybe get to that on Immortal Content, because go back there and just hang out, because he's got a lot of stories about that, because I've heard him.
Yeah, I'm really curious about the nerdy parts of his Nerdy Beer Guys stuff, because we didn't really dig into that much because we were really focused on the beer, because Great Taste is coming up and you guys have a collab competition apparently. So yeah, this is cool, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with him and everybody out there. Joel, I get to meet Draz. I would think he'd be there, but yeah.
Chris Rosner will be there for sure. He doesn't.
Will Landon be there?
Landon at this point will not be there, from what I know.
Okay.
And the reason I said that is because he's been offered a free ticket, or a media ticket with Badger Beer Report. He did not respond. So while we're here, people who are in the Badger Beer Report sphere, who will be there are Chelsea, Grosner, Joel, me, Garth. And who not JHG, actually.
That's a bummer. But I met JHG in person.
I know. I'm just saying. He's.
But yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to meeting everybody out there. That's going to be the beer is going to be great. I'm just looking forward to meeting the people out there. All these folks we've had on the show, people that I've become friends with. I don't know. I'm just really looking forward to meeting everybody in person. It'll be great. I'm not sure we'll have as great a debate out there as we did with the top sheet, but
I don't know if you get into any hijinks with Ms. Jessica Jones.
I hope, and
that's something that is mixing up with her in a conversation, Doug, is something else. You literally never leave with the last word.
I'm okay with that. I
am fine, but you can just not even if you were trying to angle yourself for it, Doug. If that makes sense, you will never get it, because she just comes with these one-liners and just mic drops as far as literally anything you can talk about is just all right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, here's a great example. While we're here, story time about Jessica Jones. Here we go. So y'all know I ran we ran. Badger Report ran a homebrew competition that we talked about, and Doug will be able to taste the Pro-Am beer that comes out of that competition. What is it called? Blooded American Stout. American Blooded Stout is what it's called. American Blooded, Doug. You know what I mean? But it's a stout, so it's stout blooded. Stout blooded. That's what it's called. Anyway, during this, trying to get prizes, Doug, for this event for the home brewers, I wanted 11 pounds of hops for the club that did the best in the homebrew competition. That club is the Milwaukee Beer Barons. So I would like to deliver. The idea was to deliver them 11 pounds of hops. So I rolled up to Jessica Jones and asked her if she would donate 11 pounds of hops for this competition. And of course, then we would, they would be a sponsor and we would yell about them and all that. So Jessica Jones is like, first of all, she's like, what are they going to do with 11 pounds of hops? And I was like, I don't care, because it's a club, right? And like they'll just mix them up and use them, right? So Jessica Jones is like, basically we go back and forth over, literally, Doug, over like a month's period of time. I saw her like 3 times during that time. We're going back and forth through this whole thing, so I'm cutting out a lot. So the end of the thing was that, like, she was like, basically, the last time we talked about it, she's like, look, I think it's flat out irresponsible for you to give 11 pounds of hops to a homebrew club. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, look, first of all, they'll probably use them, and it'll probably just like the hops will probably rot out before they even use them, and they'll probably just not use them, and then they're gonna have to separate them and all that. So then it was just like,
talking logic, unfortunately.
Right, I know, right, but it also it was logical and it was great, and it was like, and again, I wish I could push back, but I can't. Like that's the Jessica Jones thing, is like you talk to her a lot, you go back and forth, you think you have an idea about how something works, and then she just hits you in the face with like the reality of it, especially in a beer way. There's just no. You should just shut up and listen. So I recalibrated, and now I have a brewer that's going to give me a pound of hops each, separately packaged things, and the homebrew club can actually now, if you're listening, Milwaukee Beer Barons, because I've reached out to y'all and I don't think y'all responded to me yet, y'all will be able to get 5 pounds of hops, 1 pound each of different hops, and y'all get to pick. So if y'all want Citric, Mosaic, Kazuku, all those other things, Sabro, get that. So that is because Jessica Jones did this, Doug, not my dumbass, who apparently was not in the right area for this. But like, that's a Jessica Jones. That's just an example, y'all, of the kind of conversation that you'll get with Jessica Jones.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to meeting the Fleischmann's folks. Looking forward to Vault 202. Like, there's just too many things to name. Like, Garth, I haven't met him in person either, and I'm just looking forward to all of it. It'll be fun.
Next year?
Maybe.
Next year? Yeah. I gotta do the Bayou one. And I can't miss the Great Taste. It's just not, especially now. Again, we have all these collaboration beers there. It's just,
yeah, that's your thing, though, dude.
Even,
that's fine.
It's not even a thing anymore, because we're definitely really likely to do this again, this dual thing again. We are already pretty much doing the homebrew thing again. So those are two, and then those both will end up at the Great Taste. So then I can't. It's literally my job to make the Great Taste. So we'll be doing that. Doug, it's your job to be doing. What are you doing this weekend? You want to talk about it?
Yeah. So I was drinking light beers because tomorrow I get the privilege of going with my wife and my daughter to go to New York City to an appointment where my daughter, who's getting married next year, is going to look at wedding dresses. This is significant for a few reasons. One, they know that is not normally my thing, but they want me there. Now, to be clear, my daughter is my stepdaughter, but their biological father is such a terrible human being that they do not talk, and they have blocked them. So I am their dad for, however you want to slice it, that's where I'm at. So I get to go and actually be with her on the day where she gets to pick her wedding dress. And that's going to be super cool. And hopefully I don't make a fool of myself. So it'll be fun. Listen, Daniel S. Kleinfeld, I have no idea where the fuck we're going, to be honest. We're driving down. I will say this coming Tuesday, Craig has the thing up there. Can you pop that up on the screen? Or you want me to?
Oh, I wasn't. I was waiting for you to be done. I wasn't ready for that. But
yeah, I'm sorry.
You're ready for it.
Hey, there's all the
Chelsea. Oh yeah, you'll get to see Chelsea.
I get to meet Chelsea too. That's gonna be great. So
absolutely, yeah, she's insanely, amazingly awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I was waiting for you to finish, but you're ready.
Yeah,
so
sorry. So, but this is the thing. So I don't have a lot more to say about tomorrow specifically because, like, I don't know how this is going to go. I've not ever been wedding dress shopping for a lot of apparent reasons, but I just know it'll be interesting. It'll be cool. It'll be expensive, but is what it is. This coming Tuesday, this is a pre-recorded show. So I talked with Laurel Hightower, who is a woman horror writer. So, and she's an indie horror writer. So she was just great. We had a really good conversation. I just think that'll be a fun watch for anybody who wants to watch all that. So it'll be great because we didn't just talk horror. We went all over the place. And that's the fun of that show is I can just that's the fun of this show too, where we could just kind of fucking bounce around and do a bunch of different shit. So,
and on that note, I have an idea. Let's do something we've never done before, Doug.
Oh, okay. I'm down. Let's go.
We're going to do an impromptu segment that neither are you or I prepared for.
Oh, great.
Pick it out. We didn't prepare for this at all whatsoever. We're going to do it. Y'all see, it's not going to be that hard, but get ready, Doug. This is what you got to get ready for. And the 10-second transition. Doug, you've been to the movies lately, right or no?
Well, I think I talked about that last week with some of the movies I see.
Sum it up a little bit. You don't have to go into, but what have we seen this summer? At least since it's got really hot. You've seen a couple, right? 1 or 2 or 3.
Sure. Backrooms, Obsession, fucking great movies. I wanted to see Disclosure Day. I didn't get to see that one yet. There's a lot of things coming out that I am.
Yeah, what's coming up here in this short period of time that you want to watch?
Well, I sent one to you and Aaron Softly in our little chat called Hope, which is like this monster-driven, like action horror thing that I am just super pumped about. It just looks incredible. Yeah, and since we're on the spot, I can't think of the other ones, but that one is specifically called Hope. I just remember, why the fuck is it named Hope? It's like this monster just tearing people apart and throwing them around. Like, why is that called Hope?
Yeah.
The one I want to see that's out is called The Furious, which is made apparently or produced or directed by one of the people who made the Raid movies, which is just going to be action, straight action. And I really want to see that. I just haven't pinned down a time to do it. Mm-hmm. Also, one other thing that's not movie related. My wife and I finally got her to start watching Severance, and we watched the first season on Apple TV. And that fucking show is just so goddamn great. And I can't wait to go into the second season with her. Obviously, I'm still working on the Fall of the House of Usher. For the thing with the Flanagan's Wake / Kingslingers guys. There's just the problem is, like you and I both know, there's just too much shit to watch, and it's kind of hard to figure out what to watch sometimes because there's too many things. The Odyssey, I want to see that. I think I said to you in chat, I'm like, I'm going to need to use that When Can I Pee app because that thing's like 3 hours and 15 minutes long.
I literally use it every movie, but yeah, I literally use it every movie. Like I don't go to the movies without that shit.
Yeah, it is Christopher Nolan that directed it, I think, and I'll watch anything that guy directs. So.
Oh, is that where you're at too?
Yeah, I love that. I love how he directs it. Not everything's a gem, but
well, not everything can be. That's unrealistic expectations, sir.
For sure.
But not everything's a gem. But
yeah,
and then go on.
No, go ahead. You're right. Not everything's a gem. You're right. Go.
This shit is silliness.
3 hours and 45 minutes is not. That's fucking bad, man. Jesus Christ. I almost feel like they're punking us with these things now. Just being.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about this one. Have you?
I have not heard anything other than I've heard some not great things about Olivia Wilde, but I've heard nothing about she's a bit of an asshole behind the scenes. But like that could just be people with sour grapes. I don't know. But Seth Rogen's in it. That'll be fun just from that.
Daniel says that about Avengers, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's saying, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, y'all, I use P time. I'm not bullshitting. I use it for everyone because I want to know if I want to even go for. So we have this, it's bad, but we have the unlimited bucket of popcorn thing, Doug. You know that gimmick?
Yeah.
So then you pay $5. You pay $25 for the bin, right? Then you pay $5 for the refill, and then you get double refill. So I always want to know whether I want to get another drink or get go out for water, even if I don't go to the bathroom. So the P thing is just amazing. So
yeah, it's so good. There is a sci-fi show coming out in Apple Plus. I'm trying to figure out where it is. That looks super interesting. There's also that's a movie called Dog Stars, which is an apocalyptic thing with like Josh Brolin and somebody else, and that looks really, really interesting. I have no idea what the movie's about. The trailer doesn't really give you that. You just know you're in a post-apocalyptic thing. So, yeah, I'm super intrigued by that. But yeah.
All right, Doug. Do we know what's happening next week?
Yes, we are fortunate enough to have the N2BA. Is it NB2A or N2BA? I forget. National Black Brewers Association. Annie McGinnis. She's a new president.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we're gonna have her. If you're not,
all right.
I think her Instagram handle is She Loves Craft. I think, and she talks a lot about how to help brewers, help social media and promotion and stuff like that.
Wait, that Black Brewers Association?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
The one we've had. I would say you have had.
Cool. No, we've all. Yeah. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah. So
wow.
that'll be interesting because, like I said, here I'll share.
Yeah. Well, okay. So for the record, y'all. No, She Loves Craft is not Annie McGinnis. It's
not Annie McGinnis.
Steph, this is bad that I forgot this. That I forgot her name.
Yeah. I'm with you. I thought that was Annie. So
no. It's now I can't spell, so I won't get it. But
yeah, it is.
So I knew for the record,
Stephanie Grant. Sorry.
Yes, absolutely. It's She Loves Craft. Absolutely. So I saw it, Doug, and I saw the name, but I didn't put the name. She's been the president only recently. So I didn't put all that together. That I saw the email come through that she was booked and all that, and I was like, Annie McGinnis, I should know this name. And then I just moved the fuck on, if that makes sense. I didn't even think about it. So then that's why you're like, wait, it's the president of MB2A. What? Okay. All right, Doug. Gotta be on our toes next week.
Yeah. So hold on.
I'm gonna be ready for that one. Let's Oh,
Yeah. So here,
let's go.
something else.
I am ready. I'm gonna be ready for this one. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me.
There we go. So there's Annie McGinnis. That's who we're having next. So it's Black Brewers Association. So that'll be cool.
Oh, look at them. Look at those folks.
Yeah, how about that, man? Listen. We've had Ale on here a couple times. Man, if we could get Garrett on here, I think I'd probably shit my pants on the screen because
I love me some all of them. How about that?
Yep, for sure. So yeah, super looking forward to this because we'll get to talk about a lot of different things, especially talking about Black folks and craft beer, which is important. So yeah.
You know me, I like to sometimes ask harder questions, so this is going to be.
But this is going to be the thing. The thing is so I feel like that's just a forum for it, so you can actually ask them.
There's always a forum to ask people in power good questions. So, also, do we mess around and bring some logos?
I wonder if I could share I could share with you the shitty logos I showed last week if you want to see those, just to see them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on.
We're getting out of here though. Soon after that.
Yep. Hold on here.
Where'd
I put them? Fuck. Oh, I think I deleted them. Shit. Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me pull it up.
I am hitting, if y'all are asking, 2 rural breweries tomorrow.
Nice.
And then getting back for the soccer. And that's what I was watching. Is the soccer, yeah. That's all I've been watching, mostly. Oh, and fucking dumb Big Brother. Actually, shit. Came on tonight, too. I gotta get back to my Big Brother, y'all. That's what I need to get off for. That's what I remember. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm gonna finish my splits and watch my Big Brother. Oh.
All right. So I didn't save the thing. So this little logo down here, I don't know how well you can see it. Hold on, let me see if I can. That was one of the logos, which we agreed was pretty terrible.
That's not great. No. Nope.
All right. So we're gonna remove that. And the other one, which was what's it called? God damn. Here we go. All right, I got it. All right, so this is. Let me just screen. What you're going to see is up in the upper right here is the actual logo, which is this thing right here. This goofy personal best is the name of the brewery. Great beers. All their beers were just fucking bangers. But that logo is
atrocious.
Atrocious. I said it looks like a cigarette pack. Like,
yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah, not great, Bob. So yeah, those are the two. Those are the two that I pulled last week. So,
all right, Doug. Well, this one was certainly short and sweet. Next week we'll have a full ass speakeasy for y'all. Even if Annie doesn't hang around the whole time, we'll have some conversation after she leaves for sure.
Yep.
And Doug, you want to have some conversation now?
Yep. So I'm trying to figure out which ones that I liked Well, I liked all of these, to be honest. This is a really, really nice sessionable IPA. I don't know what
Always be honest with me, shit.
the nitro dosed was like. I don't understand what that is. They don't have any descriptor as to why it is, but very crushable, very sessionable IPA. This was pretty good. The Summer Ale Weiss beer from Von Trapp, so good. That was really good. This thing, though, man, this smoky fucking ale, crazy. I wish I'd have got more of this because this was excellent, just so good. 3.8%, super low ABV, just really tasty. The smoke was really nice on it. It wasn't overdone, but it was like dark. It had like a body to it. Like incredible beer. One of my favorite beers I've had in the show in a couple of years, probably.
All right. Well, I had the beer that made Milwaukee famous, Schlitz, y'all. The 1860, 1960, 1940, some old ass recipe, y'all.
Yep.
That Wisconsin Brewing Company dug up, Lake Louis Brewing Company dug up. Everybody's friend to beer here in Madison, Wisconsin, Kirby Nelson. Yeah, brewed this, and it was Schlitz. And we have this one from one of my personal faves, Sunshine Brewing Company in Lake Mills. Shout out to Caleb, my man over there, brewing really excellent beers. And this is
Dang, Piney. They're very aggressive there.
Hatch Kick Bank IPA. That was my favorite. Respect to Schlitz, but it's going to be hard for Schlitz to be the best beer that I tasted in any night. Respect.
Yeah. I would like to say that. Oh, sorry, Greg.
No.
I was just going to say Schlitz was the first beer I bought when I was underage.
Doug, and I'm pretty sure I have 2 left. I'm pretty sure one will still be here in a month.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd be curious because it's an old recipe, but at the same time, I'm not like holding my breath that it's going to be great. But
it's all right.
Yeah.
And enjoy for the nostalgia, Doug.
Yeah,
so next Wednesday, Doug, is real quick again, right? Is this Mortal Content, right?
Mortal Content is
Wednesday, right?
Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Sorry, Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And
so yeah.
All right, cool. I forgot that Yep. So that's Wednesday, and then next Friday is
Andy McGinnis, MB2A president. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun conversations there. I'm sure it'll be a blast.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And just like every week, Doug, is a blast here at the SpeakEasy Conversations. And we will see y'all. Hopefully, y'all have a wonderful summer week. And we'll see y'all. You'll see Doug on Tuesday and me and Doug on Friday.
Yeah. Cheers.